I founded Detroit Hispanic Development Corporation 25 years ago, really out of my living room at the time. I never imagined that DHDC would become what it is today. I tell people this was not my vision, this is a collective vision. The vision of the people who work here, the people who come here, and the community. Our organization has grown to provide services kind of in 4 buckets. Youth programs, kids are learning graphic design, video production, music production, robotics. We have adult and family services, adult education, ESL classes. Then we also have a community organizing department that works specifically on policy change and systemic change, because we know that if we don't change the conditions in our community, we're going to keep doing the same thing. And our newest kind of bucket is small business development that we have been able to develop through a KIPD grant.
Every Friday night we have a vendor market with all local BIPOC small business owners who have vendor space here in Corktown, which is kind of a big deal because Corktown is pretty pricey to get into. So we offer the space for nearly free for all of our vendors, about 20 per week. They're here to be able to sell anything from art to home crafts or whatever their business may be. I don't think we would be able to have that market. I don't think those 75 businesses would have been able to generate revenue if it hadn't been for KIPD's support.
One of the main things we do at DHDC, besides all of our programs, is really healing. The first step before you can think about developing a retirement fund or going to college or graduating from high school, you have to be able to survive your day-to-day. And how do you cope with those day-to-day traumas or obstacles that you're going through?
Giving them that support that they need. We have mentors come in from different organizations to be able to talk to them about what is it that they need. I think that's the one thing that I love about Detroit Hispanic Development Corporation. We meet community where their needs are.
If you don't know where you came from, you don't know where you're going, right? We try to use different teachings of cultural, a way of showing people our cultures are more connected than we are divided. Our goal here is to build self-determination, not to help, but empower people to help themselves. They have to be ready and willing to help change their own lives and really be empowered and given the resources and support that's needed in an equitable way. What our community needs is not what every other community needs.
So our organization is actually sitting at a number of different tables in several different sectors of where this money is coming in. So we're making sure that the community's voice is at these tables. A lot of times when large amounts of money start to come into a community, there's both opportunity and risk. But it needs to be driven by what the community knows it needs and not top down. Really listening to the community and figuring out how do you implement some of these things in a really flexible way that truly respond to the needs of the community. The other kind of risk is that there's going to be a cliff because this money is not going to last forever. So really trying to figure out what's the best way to use them in a way that will carry forward after the money is gone.
DHDC is really trying to create self-sustainability, generational wealth. Really, we're trying to rise collectively out of poverty, out of our education gap, out of that technical gap that we have, and really bring people along and educate them about the benefits of owning your own business or the benefits of going into robotics or the benefits of owning your own home. So really trying to figure out how our community can be self-sustaining and economically developed.